I always knew that for Citibank personal loans, you got to be really prepared because Citibank is not a it's not a really your traditional bank because they pay a lot of attention to a lot of things. So I knew this. Like I've been with Citibank for a while now, so I know that I've seen how they actually play the game. And Citibank, they actually want to make sure that you are actually that you have a lot of not about income, but they want to make sure that you have that relationship with them, that you also have the means to repay whatever loan you get from them. So I knew that if I wanted to have a Citibank personal loan and I wanted to have a massive approval, I had to take care of a couple of things. Like basically, in terms of FICO score, I knew that because I spoke to a couple of people at the different Citibank branches, and I was like, okay, you know what? If I can be around 600, 620, I should be good to go, right? Minimum. And in terms of income, I mean, this is something that Citibank itself has published a long time ago that if you have at least $10,500 every single year, which thank God I'm making way more than that. So I knew I was kind of covered on that front, and I also knew that Citibank really valued relationships. I knew that I had to have. I mean, I've had a Citibank account I'm talking about 25 years ago, and Citibank has changed names over the years, and I still kept that account. So I knew I was good. I knew that in terms of a bank account, I had that. In terms of age, I was okay. Citizenship, I knew I kind of really fit the box, all the elements that I needed to have to qualify for a Citibank personal loan. And the thing here is that I also knew that if I wanted to actually involve my wife, it wouldn't happen because Citibank does not allow joint loans. I thought about it because my wife wanted to get involved. I said, no, honey, just wait. I'll take care of this myself. I just wanted to do things my way first. And before I applied for a Citibank personal loan, I would call a specific number like 1-877-362-9100 anytime I had questions. Remember, I was just fishing for information. I did not even apply it. And they will answer me. They will answer me. Sometimes I'll go to the branch and I'll see how to play the game. And the thing here is that I knew that when I was ready, I'll be fine because the Citibank is kind of cool in terms of giving you the cash within 2 to 3 days ASAP. And so this was fantastic. So before I actually applied for a Citibank personal loan, I faced my information. I also got ready myself mentally and also financially because I wanted to really rearrange my budget to make sure I was okay. Again, I knew that my FICO score was not going to be like the highest of the highest, but I wanted to improve my chances of approval. So what I did was I started paying attention to, I did three things. So to actually improve my chances of qualification, I did three things. So first of all, I sat down and I wrote down how much I really need. And I really was like, do I need 10 grand? Do I need 15 grand? Do I need 20 grand? How much do I really need? Number one. Number two, how am I going to show to Citibank that I will be repaying them? And the third thing is I had to really pay attention to my FICO score. Now my thing is that I had a little problem going into this whole thing was because even though I had an account with Citibank, I've had an account for a while now, I don't have direct deposit with Citibank. I have my direct deposit with other banks. I have a direct deposit also part of it, partially with Navy Fed. And so I knew that I had a little sort of detriment there because Citibank they sort of value their relationship too. I mean, they're like a jealous spouse or whatever. They just want you to really take care of them so they can take care of you. So going into this whole conversation, I knew that because I didn't have a direct deposit, this could be a problem. So I would tell them, hey, listen, I'm making money, whatever. But they say, listen, prove it to us that you were making money. So I knew that they'll be asking me for proof of income. They'll be asking me for W-2s. They'll be asking me for 1099s. They'll be asking me for tax returns. So I had to show my 1040, but I also had to show my Schedule C, and I had to show also my company's tax returns. I mean, they didn't ask me that, but I just knew the more, the preponderance of information that I showed to them, it will be so much that they will just have to approve me, right? So if you're thinking about the same thing, if you want to get a Citibank personal loan, make sure that you know exactly how much you need, right? You want to check your credit score one last time. Check your credit score to make sure there's nothing fishy on that credit score. And of course, you have to make the $10,500, and it really helps if you have an existing relationship with Citibank. And so it's not really like it's better if you have direct deposit also, but having a relationship is mandatory. If you don't have a relationship, don't even think about bothering Citibank. They ain't gonna look at you. They're not gonna look at you. So you just want to have a relationship. But if you want to boost your chances of approval, no matter what credit score you have, make sure that you have direct deposit flowing into one of your Citibank accounts. And you can have partial or full direct deposit. It's totally up to you. And what I did was I actually started paying attention to the kind of documents they will ask me, because I already knew that I would do everything I will actually apply at a branch, because I've already decided, you know me, like I ain't fooling around. I'm not fooling around those whole thing about, yeah, I'm going to apply online over the phone. I know Citibank. With Citibank, you can apply over the phone. You can apply online. You can apply via regular mail. And so I'm like, regular mail, that's kind of crazy. That's like for my grandmother. I mean, I'm not going to apply for a Citibank or any other bank personal loan for that matter in the mail. So I'm bringing my ass to Citibank. I'm going to sit down and, and I would talk to a rep. And I knew I was going to, what I wanted to do, because I've already strategized about this whole thing. I said, you know what? I'm going to go online. I'm going to download the application, the PDF version. I'm going to print it out. I will fill it. And then I'll bring my proof of identity. I'll bring my proof of address. Like this could be like my utility bill. Like, so I knew I was going to bring like my PNG. For those who know, they know. I'll bring my PNG bill. I'll bring my Verizon bill. And even though they don't really accept Verizon for the cell phone, but they'll take, AT&T for the landline. So that was kind of cool. I'll bring a couple of things, and so I'll also bring a mortgage statements. So everything to prove Citi that, hey, listen, this is proof of address. For proof of identity, they're okay if I, whatever I bring my driver's license, they were okay with that. So because I asked the lady at the branch, I actually asked three different people at three different Citi branches. I was fishing for info for a while. I just didn't get my ass up and wanted to just apply for a Citibank loan. I said, you know what? I'm going to take a few months or a few weeks for that matter. I'm just going to prepare everything. So I also brought proof of income to the branch. So like I said before, Citibank wants to see things like your recent pay stubs, your W-2, your 1099s, and all that kind of stuff. And so I said to myself, okay, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to prepare also for the eventuality that I will be denied, right? So if they deny my ass, I'll be reviewing the letter they will send me, the letter of denial, to see what kind of where I effed up, because I have good credit, but I say, you know what, if I ever effed up and I got denied, I want to know why, so I can really change things and really fix it. So the only thing that I was really sure about that. And I said to myself, okay, Citibank is not a big lender. Like, it's not a very generous lender, but at the same time, it's not really a stingy ass lender. I mean, you have some banks that are offering you up to $100,000. And here we are, Citibank is offering you like $2,000 to $30,000. I was this kind of bothered me for a while, because I'm like, why am I wasting my time applying for a Citibank personal loan if I could get something higher elsewhere? Like, I can go with the fintech, the upgrade, the upstart. I can go with the best egg loans. I can go with the happy money loan. I can go with all those new players and get a higher loan. But I'm like, you know what? There's something attached to the prestige of having a Citibank personal loan, a Citi personal loan. Just to have this in my FICO report kind of made me feel good. It's one of those things that you're like, you know what? Even though I don't like this sort of sorry ass process, I knew that there was some kind of prestige attached to it. Citibank is it's the ultimate bank in the state and in the world. I mean, you go anywhere in the world and see Citibank, so you kind of have some kind of prestige to it. But Citi, yeah, in terms of the personal loans the Citi gives you, but here, you know what? I'll take whatever it is. It's from 2,000 to 30,000, but at least Citi is doing something. Think about it. Like, Chase ain't doing anything. Chase ain't doing anything. Bank of America, don't even talk about it. You know, their asses were out of the personal loan thing a long time ago. Same thing for Chase. So a lot of banks are kind of scared. A lot of big banks are kind of scared about personal loans nowadays. I don't know why, but hey, listen, they're scared as hell because if you take the four big banks, Citi, Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo, only Wells Fargo and Citi are giving out personal loans. The other two, they're like, I'm out of here. So Citibank will give you $2,000 to $30,000. The APR will go from a 12.49% to 19.49%, and there is a 0.5% APR discount if you enroll in automatic payments. So I think you got to do that. If you submit your loan application, enroll right away. And so you will get like a response in less than 60 seconds. So once approved, you get your funds the same day. Just go to your nearest Citi branch. And so if you have a Citi account, you get your funds the same day. If you don't have a Citibank account, you have to wait 2 to 3 days. But it is okay. And you can repay your loan over 12, 24, 36, 48, or 60 months. So I kind of love that. I was like, okay, now we're talking. We're definitely talking now. We are rolling that right now. So that was kind of cool. That was really cool. And one thing I really did was I said to myself, you know what? I have so many opportunities to apply for this loan. And because the thing is, when you really think about it, I knew that I could have, because Citi always tells you, hey, listen, you can apply online, you can apply in person, you can apply over the phone. Like let's say, the thing is, even though Citi is limiting you from 2,000, like even though they were limiting you to $30,000, I know from research and I know from a lot of insiders, because I've known people from Citi for a while now, and my business also we work with Citi, and we've done research and so we know that Citibank, even though they advertise that they are limiting the loan amount to $30,000, they are actually giving upwards of $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. But the thing is that you have to go to a branch and you got to have some kind of special relationship. If you have the right account. In other words, you have like one of those plus accounts, like, very, accounts that they see the cash coming in, and that cash, we're talking about, volume revenue. We're talking about money coming in. So they see the cash coming in, and, we're not talking about, skinny ass sort of amounts like, what you would see in my account. But, if you have something consequential coming in, Citi will take care of you. Citi will take care of you, especially because I kind of like the fact that Citi doesn't charge any origination fee, any prepayment fee. Like, this is kind of cool coming from a big bank. So this is kind of really wonderful. And the only thing I never really liked is that, Citi is one of those banks. They need to improve their customer service a little bit. I mean, it's just like when I dealt with the branch personnel, it was just fantastic. But when you call that 1-800 number, sometimes they transfer you to a foreign country, whatever. Listen, I have no problem with employing foreign people, right? But it's just that we are in the States, and sometimes, you're explaining something, and, the person doesn't have it. The person on the phone has no idea what I'm talking about. And I had to repeat the same thing over and over. I'm like, Citi, why are you doing this? Why are you putting me through this? I don't need to go through this. But hey, listen, it is what it is. So the thing is that one thing I really realized is that I knew like one of my cousins back in the days, like she used to live in, she used to live in Portland, Oregon. She told me like, because she's been with Citibank for a while now, and she works there, and that's why I cannot say her name, but she was like, listen, if you want to be approved for a Citibank personal loan, here are certain the things they never say on the website or even when you go to a branch. You want to have a FICO score that is above 675. That's not what Citi says, right? You want to make at least $24,000. In other words, $2,000 gross every single month. Even though Citi is telling you a $10,500, my cousin was like, listen, you want to make minimum $2,000 because they just lowered the bar to attract a lot of folks. But hey, listen, in reality, what happened is that if you don't make $24,000 gross every year, they're not going to give you the highest loan amounts. And also, so FICO score, 650, 680, the income. So now I was like, okay, I just had to know what it really took, because I thought what they put on the website, 10,500 was the truth. It is the truth. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is, in reality, if you want to be like really approved, this is what you have to do. And my cousin also told me, and I verified this over the years, because I have a couple of friends, not a couple of, I'm talking about at least 5 to 10 friends who have several Citibank personal loans they've had applied, they were approved over the years, and those guys are stellar when it comes to financial management. Like they are very disciplined, and I look up to them. Like, I was like, oh wow, they're doing a lot of stuff. And what they told me was that they also said that make sure that when you actually apply for a Citibank personal loan, the loan purpose is really important. Underwriters, they pay attention to that part, because usually you can apply for a loan for debt consolidation, home improvement, big purchase, or you can also apply for no cash. I mean, for a regular cash. Let's say you want to have, like, you just want to have cash. So they pay attention to that. So if you have if you put personal cash, whatever, they tend to actually approve you for less. But if they see that you have some kind of a purposeful, quote unquote, purposeful or sort of a goal, they will just approve you. So think about debt consolidation, home improvement, big purchase, and what have you. So that will help you a lot. And one of the things I also thought about while going into this Citibank thing was like, listen, I'm going to give Citi a try, and I'm going to do everything. I will plan everything in advance so that, hey, listen, if Citi does not approve me, I know I tried everything, because I didn't want to be frustrated that, I didn't give my whole 100%. So I said, okay, if it doesn't work, I have other players that I can test out. I have American Express. I do have American Express credit cards, so I could always apply for American Express personal loans too, because if you have a Amex card and you kind of like know how to use the card properly, Amex will take care of you. And I've known this from since back in the days. I'm talking like going all the way to 1990. 1990, I realized that Amex was giving out loans because one of my friends from high school, and she's now an executive somewhere in Austin. She works in IT. She was telling me, like, she's been telling me over the years, whenever we have some sort of high school reunion and reunions, she would say those things about Amex having personal loans. And the personal loans at Amex will go from $3,500 to $40,000 and over 12 to 24 or 36 months. And even if and they will take you if you have minimum fair credit score. So Amex is kind of like has lowered the bar a little bit when it comes to the personal loans versus the credit cards, which is really great, So I knew going in there that I had that option to go with Amex, especially given the fact that Amex APR, Amex is that's the APR, is way lower than Citibank, because Amex is charging you $698 to $1998. Citibank is charging you $899 to $23.99. Can you imagine that? It's kind of crazy. And I also had another option, my plan B, not plan C, because plan A was Citibank, plan B was American Express, plan C was Marcus by Goldman Sachs. I also knew that I could do something with Marcus also, because I have friends, I have people who actually worked right now in Marcus, and I used to work myself back in the days in investment banking. So I know a little bit about the Marcus by Goldman Sachs sort of offer, especially given the APR is relatively lower also than Citibank's. So you have like a $6.99 to 24.99%, and I will be getting something between $3,500 and $40,000, and the loan terms 36 to 72 months. So overall, I was just kind of, you know what, I have options, and I love having options, because I don't want to be like to feel like, I got to go with Citi or else. So that was really a great relief to do my research beforehand and know, okay, if something is not working with Citi, at least I can just fall back on other players.